When I was 16 years old, I saw something I have never been able to explain. Not just once. Over a stretch of months in the late 1980s, a handful of times, I watched something in the night sky do things that nothing I understood about the world could account for. I'm not going to oversell this to you. I'm not going to tell you it was a spaceship or aliens or anything I can't stand behind. I'll just tell you what's true. It moved in ways that broke every rule I had been taught about how things move, and it stayed with me long after it was gone. I grew up in the Midwest in a traditional Lutheran family. Church on Sunday, catechism, confirmation, the whole 9 yards. So I had a category for things bigger than me. And when you're raised like that and you see something you can't explain, the next move feels almost obvious. I figured if anyone knows what these things are, it's God. He made everything, so I'll just ask him. That was the entire plan. Ask God. At the time, I was delivering pizzas for an Italian place called Peppino's. And one night I'm out in the car running deliveries in early spring and I started to pray. Not a churchy prayer, just talking. Something like, God, you made all of this. You have to know what these things are. So tell me, what am I looking at? And right in the middle of asking, something happened that I did not see coming. And it had nothing to do with the crazy lights in the sky. I suddenly saw myself, a kid, driving around with a stack of pizzas, demanding that God explain something to him. And it landed on me all at once that I was talking to someone I didn't actually know. I was so certain he could answer my question about the UFOs that I had skipped clean past a far bigger question. I knew enough to ask him. I didn't know him. I can't fully put into words what that was like. It wasn't fear. It was more like a light coming on in a room I'd been standing in my whole life without realizing it had a far wall. And the UFOs, the thing that had gripped me for months, it just fell away. In an instant, they stopped being the interesting question. Because a far bigger question was sitting right in front of me. Not what are those things, but who are you? That's the question I started asking, and I didn't stop. I began to have thoughts about God I never had before. I'd heard about him and about Jesus my whole life, but never really stopped long enough to consider what it meant for me and if it was real, and if so, what was he like? I began to seek him with everything in me. I needed to know him. I asked him to reveal himself to me, and he showed me, not all at once, and not the way I demanded answers about the crazy stuff in the sky, but the question that actually mattered. He answered it. Obviously, I'm older now, and in one sense, I've been on that same drive ever since, still asking who he is, still being shown. That night didn't make me an expert in anything. It made me a seeker. Everything I've studied since, everything I write, everything I teach, grows out of a question I first asked with a car full of pizzas. God, who are you and what are you doing? I've spent 37 years since then learning to listen to what Scripture actually says, instead of demanding it tell me what I want to know. That's what my books are, not answers handed down from on high, slowly learning how to read Scripture. People still ask me now and then what I think those crazy things in the sky really were. And the honest answer is I never found out. I stopped asking. Somewhere on the back road with someone's dinner in the back seat, the question changed, and so did I. If who he is a question you're still carrying, you're in good company, and you're in the right place. That's the whole reason this channel exists. Subscribe, and we'll keep asking it together.